So Caitlin Clark's boiling point was during a home game versus Atlanta Dream during a timeout. She was so pissed at this offensive scheme by Coach White, the horrible offensive scheme, that she did not want to go in the huddle. I have a video on that as well too. She finally went in the huddle because three AC's assistant coaches begged her to go in the huddle, which she finally did. But you could still see she was pissed. Even Lexi Hall looked at her saying, "Oh shit," you know. So Caitlin's pissed. So that started it all off. And then All Star Weekend, you have Caitlin Clark meeting with the New York Liberty coach and their players, and she has her agent with her. I could see it if it was just Caitlin Clark. Oh, she's just so saying us going over there to say hi, but she has her agent with her as well. So that's something's up right there when she has her agent there as long. They're working something out. So you had that going on. Then in the after the All Star break, you have that thing by Stephanie White saying, "Oh, I love this team. It's I love going to work every day. It's not about just one person." She's taking a jab at Caitlin Clark, pretty much, and it's like, come on, man, grow up, Steph. She's playing. That's how you do. You play it through the media. So she did that, and then all of a sudden you have your the Washington Journal uh, article come out saying, "Hey, this could be a civil rights violation on Caitlin Clark. The government might need to step in." And it's true. Not only has she, it's a hostile work environment for her. She's not only been attacked by other players, she's been touched unprofessionally by her own assistant coaches twice. The first one was when she was trying to rev up the crowd during the Sun game when she hit that 3-pointer. The one where she got shoved by Mabry at the end, and a coach comes and grabs her. The female coach comes and grabs her inappropriately. Second time a AC coach touched her inappropriately, unprofessionally, was when Caitlin Clark was mad at the referee, and she went and talked to him, and the assistant coach pulled her by the shirt. So right now, that gives Caitlin Clark an out. So if the CBA negotiations doesn't wipe out her contract, the hostile work environment will, and that's what's going to happen. She's gonna leave the Fever on because of that, because of what happened there. So then you have after that you have now Caitlin Clark going on the Sue Bird show saying, talk about Lisa Luter, Coach Luter, what a great coach she was, where and she's surprised nowadays, and the players in WNBA, they don't know where to go. So now Caitlin Clark's taking a jab at Coach Stephanie White. I don't even like calling her coach because she sucks. Uh, with Stephanie White, she's calling her out saying she's a shitty coach. You know, she's even saying players don't know where to go, which is true because you see a lot of times during a fast break, Natasha Howard runs where Caitlin's running. It's like, come on, man. Learn where to go. So you had that going on then with Clark. Then you had after that. Hold on one second. You have Scott Agness, of course, being the mouthpiece for Indiana Fever. I think she hurt her ankle 2 weeks. She hurt her ankle 2 weeks ago. They're making excuses. They know what's happening there. And let me before I bring that up, the survey. The reason Indiana Fever put that survey out without Caitlin Clark, they're looking at how bad it's going to be if Caitlin Clark leaves. They don't know it's all about Caitlin Clark. That's how stupid they are, the front office. So they put a survey out to see how bad it's going to be, and it's going to be bad. So they haven't really went on Caitlin Clark's side yet. If they did, they would have canned Stephanie White already. But they instead they put a survey out saying, "Hey, what made you like the Fever?" 99% or 90% is because of Caitlin Clark, but they don't even put her on there. And again, I talked about then Scott Agnes and the clown front office putting all these. Oh, she hurt herself. Who are you going to believe that? That sounds like a bunch of lies. They're trying to cover it up like Caitlin doesn't want to play for the Fever anymore. She's tired of this shit, and I don't blame her. Fever is a clown show with Scott Agness as their mouthpiece. I mean, just horrible. I mean, they go out. Look how many times they've gone after Caitlin fans in the beginning. Uh, Angel Reese with, "Oh, I heard racial tones, blah blah blah," and then Scott Agness, "Oh, the Caitlin Clark fans are the dark side." Come on, man. If you follow sports, the Caitlin Clark fans are people who actually follow sports and know about sports, and they want to debate about sports. The WNBA isn't used to fans debating their product because they had so few fans to begin with. Yeah, so yeah, Caitlin's gone after this season, and it's not about injuries or anything. It all started against that timeout versus the Atlanta Dream at home.